happening, guys? Welcome to the video. And as you can see by the title of this video, the last basically 1 to 2 weeks have not been that great from a health point of view. Now let me explain. So as you guys know, I am in prep for my next bodybuilding competition. April 13th is the day, and tomorrow marks 11 weeks out. Tomorrow is January 26th, and as I said, 11 weeks out from show day. And the last 2 weeks, I've been a little absent from YouTube. Haven't posted anything in basically almost 2 weeks. I think the last one was the most recent podcast. And no vlogs, really no training footage, no nothing. I've been trying to stay active on Instagram. It's a little bit more manageable, for lack of a better term, than posting on YouTube. YouTube takes a lot of work to edit the videos and stuff like that. And I've been super sick. It's been really shitty, guys, for the last 2 weeks. My health has not been good. Really struggled with a really bad headache. Like I don't know if I've ever had a migraine before, but last Tuesday, I guess it was, I worked my morning clients like I usually do, work 6 a.m. till about 10 or 11 o'clock. And all morning my head was like pounding, and even the weekend before this, I wasn't feeling 100%. Carrie and I had taken a couple girls up to the guy that we see for posing, and even through that, on the Saturday, Sunday, I just wasn't 100%. Not like sick, but just not feeling good. You know when you're like off? I just didn't feel that great. And then Monday again, still not 100%. I could feel that something was coming. Probably some kind of sickness was on its way. But I didn't know to the extent that I was going to get. So on Tuesday, as I said, worked the morning. Head was a little groggy, was pounding, like just this really like boom, boom, boom on the side of my head all morning. And then I went home, laid down, and I was like, man, like my head's really killing me. So I basically like laid on the couch. I didn't have to go back. I didn't have a client again till 2. So this was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I came home, pulled my hat over my eyes, shut the curtains, and I was just like laid on the couch, just literally just laid there. And it was just like bang, bang, just felt like someone was just constantly punching me in the head. And I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not fun. And for me, I'm just so like in the zone when it comes to prep that all I can think about is like, oh, this is just throwing me off my game, and I'm just so wanting to do well and be my best and all this stuff, and just feeling the way I felt. I was so frustrated. So then Carrie came home from work on her lunch break, like she always does, and was like, "You good?" And I'm like, "No, like my head, there's something not quite right." So she's like, "You can't go back to work." Like I don't think I got off the couch when she was home. And like, because as soon as I would sit up, it would almost like it just put me right back down. I just had nothing in me. And she was like, "You can't go back to work like this." And like, I'm so like, you know, I enjoy what I do and I enjoy working with people and I'm passionate about it. And I feel like I'm letting people down if I can't, you know, give them their session or give them their workout and stuff, because I know how much my workouts mean to me. So if it means even half that much to other people, then I just feel guilty about it. And she was like, "Look, like you can't work under these conditions." So I got a hold of all my clients the rest of the afternoon, rescheduled everything, and then basically laid on the couch from that point on the rest of the day. So basically 11 till, you know, she got home, I think at 6, and the only times I'd gotten up was to like eat. I still tried to eat my meals as best I could, but let me tell you, choking down like chicken and rice with your head just throbbing like that is not fun. Literally the last thing I wanted to do was eat, and if I did eat, I wanted it to be like crackers or like toast or some other food you eat when you're not feeling good. And then she came home, and I was still like, man, my head, oh my God, this is not fun. I don't know if I've ever had a migraine, but if I had, it was definitely that day. It just wasn't good. So that was Tuesday, and then Wednesday again, just not feeling good. And thankfully last week it was, we planned a deload. I was feeling the effects of prep, you know, over the course of that weekend, as I mentioned earlier, just not feeling 100%. and I think I just think it was starting to take its toll on me prep-wise. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take a deload this week. Coach agreed. He's like, you know what? Physically, you're like looking really good. You're ahead of the game. Take your deload. So basically a deload, guys, is, summed up in the shortest way possible is like a planned kind of break from the gym. So I still was going to get all my workouts in as planned, but say, for example, on like a back day, I'm doing 5, 6, 7 exercises, multiple sets, takes me like an hour. I would cut that back, dial back the volume. Maybe it takes me 40 minutes. I'm doing 4 exercises or 5 exercises still, but less sets, and weight is not near failure at all. Just basically get a pump and get out. So that was the plan for the week, and I was looking forward to kind of letting my body recover and feel better, and then that just didn't happen. My body was like shutting down. After the head kind of went away Tuesday, Wednesday, then this massive cold set on. I don't know if you guys can hear it through the camera, but I'm still a little nasally, but I was super sore throat, head was killing me, blowing my nose, like it was just bad. And this has been almost 2 weeks of this, and a lot of people are going through it too, locally where I am. Family's gone through it, a bunch of people at the gym, and I was just like, man, and I was feeling so defeated because I would start to feel a little bit better, and then it would just like pull me back in. And I was like, oh my God. And again, I'm just so wanting to do well for prep, and I was just, I was miserable. Like I felt so bad for Carrie because I was just so like grumpy and frustrated, not starting to feel better. I was still progressing. My weight is still down. I hit an all new low last weekend at 162. These are some photos that I took in the morning. Looking good, feeling good with where my body is at, but just like from a health perspective, just not feeling very, very good. So that's where the absence from YouTube has been, guys. I hope you understand. The problem with prep is that you're compromised from a recovery ability because you're consuming less calories. You're doing more work, right? Doing more cardio, more workouts, whatever that is, trying to burn those calories, trying to burn fat and get the weight off, that your body's recovery and ability to fight things off is a little bit compromised than it normally would be. So that's part of the reason why I just haven't been able to get feeling better, on top of this cold or whatever it is being like a freaking monster cold. Just being in prep didn't help that. So to sum it all up, last 2 weeks I haven't felt good. Felt really bad actually. But we've been getting the work done. I don't think I missed like any meals. The only thing I switched around was at the end of the day, I'd have like zero appetite. So instead of having my eggs like you guys have seen me normally have, I just had a protein shake. But other than that, we basically got everything in per normal. We did cut back cardio last week over the deload, dropped it down to just 3 30-minute sessions, I think, instead of the 5 sessions right now. So that was nice. That was a nice little break, especially, again, not feeling good. And then I didn't train on the Tuesday when my head was all screwed up, but I made up for that on the Thursday, which is normally a rest day. So Tuesday I didn't train, and then did the rest of my workouts as planned with the deload as best as I could, but it just wasn't fun. So thankfully we're feeling better. I'd say right now I'm 95%, just that little bit of right here where I'm blowing my nose and getting all the gunk out, but we're feeling good. So tomorrow, 11 weeks out, really excited for tomorrow's weigh-in, feeling like I might hit, I was 162.1 last week. There's a chance I squeak into 160 point something this week. Feeling good, feeling tighter, like everything's starting to, little tricep there, little bicep there. Everything's starting to come in good. So I'm pretty pumped about that. So that's my update for you guys. We'll be back on to the normal routine next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this little update. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.